For big screen TVs in some places being rented out to families desperate for a roof over their heads. The market's become so tight there are people being forced to rent small rooms, garages, any space available. And as Jonathan Creek reports, there are plenty of landlords happy to cash in, no matter how crazy it might seem.
Hello, Jonathan Creek from Today Tonight. I just want to talk to you about your place you're renting out.
If landlords put a property on the market, they've got an obligation to make sure that it's up to scratch.
Looking for a place to live? Why not a fully furnished backyard bungalow? $200 a week, it's got to be good, right? As we discovered, the bungalow is actually a kid's cubby house.
It was the cubby house. That's what I built it for.
But it's got extras, pay TV and the internet. Even the beds cut down to fit.
But you're renting out a cubby house for $200
a week.
We
call it a cubby house, but it's not just that. It's not just the room you have, it's everything it provides.
Landlady Ali Wells is, by her own admissions, a little eccentric and sees no problems with her sharing arrangements. She also leases out rooms in her Launceston home, shed and 2 more in a converted garage. 7 beds all up at $200 a week.
Everyone just puts $200 in the pot, you know, and I just pay the bills.
And the rent also covers food. But again, there's a twist. Ali is a freegan. That means she tries to survive on the stuff supermarkets throw out.
Your tenants don't mind eating
No, are you
food that's
kidding?
come out of the dumpster?
No, because it doesn't matter where it comes from. If it's good, it's good.
Robert LaRocca from the Real Estate Institute of Victoria explains Australia's capital cities have been in a rental squeeze for the past 5 years, due partly to increased migration.
We haven't seen a rental market as bad as this in the 25 years that we've been collecting rental vacancy rates.
And those bad times have seen an explosion in dodgy rentals attracting exorbitant rents. How about this backyard shed in Melbourne's southeast? It's a room for 2 at $155 a week. If that's beyond your budget, try this standalone at just $125 a week in Kingsbury, Melbourne's north.
We've seen an incredible number of properties that can only be described as totally dodgy.
Many, according to Toby Archer from the Tenants Association, are average suburban homes being transformed into boarding houses, where broom cupboards, sheds and even roof space is up for rent.
The worst that we've seen in recent times has been 48 students crammed into an ordinary suburban property. And I think by anybody's measure, that's totally alarming.
This boarding house in the Melbourne suburb of Bundoora recently sold for more than $500,000. It's set up to collect rent from 12 separate rooms. Even the laundry's been converted. The bed, a plank of wood stacked on milk crates.
When I moved in, I thought there might be only about 6 people here at the most.
Donovan Marsh and Kidon McCann both rented rooms in this Brisbane boarding house.
At one stage, there were around 16 people, actual tenants, living in the house here. It's just disgusting. The house was feral. The owner didn't care. She actually lived here. She didn't care at all.
Then there are the slumlords preying on those desperately seeking somewhere to live. Like the landlord who charged 3 migrant men $200 each a week to live in this office space, with no bathroom, no kitchen, even the windows have been blocked out.
Filthy, terrible conditions. You don't treat dogs like this. You are a human being.
There's no change in the foreseeable future, and it's really up to governments to come to the party and make sure that low-income Australians aren't exposed to dodgy housing.
Strangely, the cubby house isn't looking so bad.
What sort of people that are coming to you? I mean,
Yes.
Are they desperately looking for accommodation? What sort of people are you attracting?
I mean, I usually fill the rooms pretty fast because I reckon I've probably got the best deal in town. That's probably why.
It's Jonathan Creek reporting, and if you know of any crazy rental properties, we'd love to hear from you. You can contact us via our website.